any sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a shit about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. And his first look is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Minnesota.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, I guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll roll him out right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They run. Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Cook following the penalty. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
Squeeze, double.
Now they try the right side here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
From the 44, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, watch the leg. Bofo's to Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
44.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 14, Vikings 6. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Let's get there. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
41-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check. 59.
From the gun, Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to Jefferson on the slant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Jonathan Allen.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
44.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going left side, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And 22 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
You got 3 down. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jackson, flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
The keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Third down.
frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
42-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 24, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Washington 24, Vikings 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Back to you. Check 25.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
From the 22, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Wide. Get wide.
They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got a man, it's Mims. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Washington.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At the 45-yard line. Today's final.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.